you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad is bound. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oregon Ducks. The Spartans will kick it away first. And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, Dave?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
That one comes out hot down the right side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Takes the handoff. It's Burrell. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Let's see what he can do with it. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this.
He lets one fly deep, and he makes the catch inside the 20. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. He wants to change this route. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Catch in the middle, it's Durant. Touchdown, Oregon! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
The Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it.
Returners only get so many chances in a game, and you really want to maximize. You want to take it to the house. You want to make those big plays. But a lot of times you forget about that small detail of securing the football. He gave it up, but thank goodness he didn't turn it over.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He fires one deep over the middle. Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll leave it with him. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. The Spartans want to move quickly.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That's caught. It's Collier. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback. And a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the 1st quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come.
And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense has it. They're on the move. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Off play action. Hines his tight end.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He'll get rid of it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on this.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Spartans line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Gonna take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The kick is up and good and puts one more on the lead. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First play of the period, 1st down here. From the gun, the ground game. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And the Spartans headed quickly to the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They'll try to get the first through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lane,
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
With a big opportunity in the red zone.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Right on the money. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Spartans want to crank the tempo. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
and you want to run the football, that's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Pressure coming. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll trim the deficit to 15. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Stanford is currently trailing but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to San Jose State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting...
Turning it on! Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it.
Oh, out of space. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Horn. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. The noise bouncing off of Smarty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Jeffrey. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've yet to convert on 4th down, though not for lack of trying. 0 for 3 so far. Let's see if they can get it done this time. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked...
Picked off! What a play to set him up! Touchdown, Ducks! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Spartans in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Off-play action on 1st down. Turns it loose. Makes a grab down the middle. And there was lots lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. He's going to let it go. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Thanks to grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Oregon. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Spartan Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Ducks will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. Takes one play.
It really can, and it's...
Oh, he's got some space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many more times this coordinator wants to call that play.
The Spartans are marching down the field. To the air on first down. Dumps it to the back. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
They'll test the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Here's a hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to...
Breaks into the open. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw it. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, and he missed it. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 11 to San Jose State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on out.
Pulls and throws out the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Wants to bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, in that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Smarty.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some.
There he goes. He's at the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Number 14, set to kick it off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, you throw at him at your own risk. Like, you want to direct the football in the air towards him. He makes plays consistently. That's number 9 on the season. 9 INTs. This dude's making plays.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Hauls it in. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. With jet sweep pass. Turning on the Jets. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. So these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds a man on the left. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Ducks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. They send 4 receivers onto the field, 2 to the right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Burrell. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Gonna look downfield again. Got it behind the line. It's Dawg. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. The Spartans are on the move. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll keep it himself. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Never a doubt.
Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David.
Going for the big play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it. The 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wideout. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Here's the pressure. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man quickly. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. third down is where the money is made, but they're lucky to be here after that ball was loose. He's looking downfield to throw. Right through the wicket. He just flat dropped it on the crosser, and it'll be fourth down. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Under fire. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And here's the third interception of the night. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
In situations like this, it's nighttime, it's so cold, it's so hard to complete these types of passes, and for these wideouts, it's going to be tough just catching the football because that thing, I guarantee you, feels like a rock.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. From the gun, running back on the move. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Let's talk a little bit about Michigan State. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a jump. And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. He rifles one deep to the left. He's got it along the sideline. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback keeps it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Memphis is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 7 over UAB. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker on the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on. The 20. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous play. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Ready to try the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 63 yards to the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Gonna take a shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Oh, he missed it. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Not a lot to feel great about in this with Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. the big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up.